6:17 now this Tuesday morning. The hum of an air conditioner is a familiar sound this time of year, as many are looking to stay cool from the scorching temperatures outside. So if you're in the market for a new one or looking to repair your old one, how do you go about finding a legitimate air conditioning contractor? Here to tell us is Bligh with the Better Business Bureau. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
And you know, these air conditioning companies are obviously getting tons of phone calls.
Yes, there's a lot going on, and the problem is if you have a problem with your air conditioner, it may even be hard to find an air conditioning contractor willing to come out and work with you. We had a call from a lady the other day that was, her complaint was she called up an air conditioning contractor and they refused to come out and give an estimate. Well, that's like an MD that says we're not taking patients anymore. If they're covered up, they're covered up. You don't want them coming out and then not being able to have the time to fix it. So the best time to look for an air conditioning contractor is probably maybe in the fall. And one good way to do it is to sign up for a maintenance program. And this is where they'll come out just before the summer, and they'll come out just before the heat, and look at your equipment, you know, a couple of times a year on a regular payment plan that's rather reasonable. And this way you become a preferred customer, so that when you call, you're already on the contractor's list, you're one of their customers, they will take care of you. And you can do this now. You don't have to wait until furnace season. You can call up now and say, I'd like to get on one of your maintenance programs, and by that way your name sort of goes to the head of the line if you have a problem. So you need to look now. There's some things to watch out for. You don't want to wind up with an air conditioning contractor that's not licensed. And we've had a lot of problems with unlicensed contractors. In fact, the state has had so many problems. They passed a law stating that if you hire an unlicensed contractor, you don't have to pay them. Strange law. So unlicensed contractors, they're going to want their money up front. So, you know, worry about that one. And a good way to find a contractor, of course, and check all contractors out at bbb.org, our website, bbb.org. And you might want to look for a BBB accredited business as a contractor.
I was going to say, you could really look for one that's actually associated with you guys and meets those standards, and then what grade they've gotten as well.
If they're an accredited business, air conditioning, we've already checked out the license, the background, and all that kind of thing. That's why the accredited business thing is rather an attractive thing. We've done the background work for you.
Well, good. And again, we get a grade too of where they stand.
Oh yes, we grade from A+ to F, and it seems to be a rather popular thing that we've started here.
Good. All right, so we can check that out. And the best thing, as you said, is just get on and find one that we like. Right.
It's sort of like an auto repair. It's really good to find one before you need them.
It makes perfect sense now, but of course when it's hot, we want to know our answers now. And we want to get to our scam of the week, and this one, again, going, I guess, because of the economy, going after those who are saying, you know what, can I get some free money? Is there such a thing?
Well, this is sort of the same old, but we've had so many calls, it's really unbelievable. This is on the counterfeit check scam, and they say now that 1.3 million people in the country have fallen for it, each losing between $3,000 and $4,000. You multiply that up, that sounds like stimulus money. I mean, that's really getting high there. And we're getting lots of calls. A lot of time we'll calls from someone that says, well, I got this, but my friend said I better check with you first. So we're trying to get the word out. There's three kinds. Of course, there's the lottery. You've won the lottery. And you never signed up for one, and they send you a check. We know how that works. You cash the check, which is counterfeit. You send them part or all of the money, and then before you know it, the bank's after you because it came back as counterfeit. So you have to watch out for this. The second one's mystery shopping scam. Seeing a lot of that, and this is where you're offered a job being a mystery shopper. And what will happen is you'll go into a situation where you're supposed to go into a store, act like pose as a shopper, and they give you the money to take in the store and wire some money off to Canada. Well, you know, counterfeit. And the overpayment scam seems to be surfacing. This one will catch you off guard because it's not so much you won something, but you place an ad in the paper, online, Craigslist. We had a call yesterday, a lady put an ad for Craigslist for a $1,000 item. Well, she's contacted by somebody. I'm buying it, we've wired you the money, you know, and you can send it to us. That sounds great. And then they get contacted again where I say, oh, our bank made a mistake. Instead of a $1,000 cashier's check, they're sending you a $3,000 cashier's check. So when you get it, please cash it and send us the difference, the $2,000. So it enters in not only in the lotteries you've won, but when you're selling something. And businesses need to watch out for this too. They'll do this same kind of thing, purchasing items.
And the personal side of it, too, is that our banks can come after us personally.
Yeah, you sort of get a double weapon. You've lost your money, and then the banks, and if you've sent it off to them, they've got their money. You can't get that back. Now, the bank wants their money back. and they may give you 30 days to pay it back, but they'll come after you for fraud if you don't pay it back right. So
Okay.
you really can get lots of problems there.
Right. We need to either call you or go to the bbb.org and get the information that we need and make sure. But important to give you guys a call, let you know what you've been hearing
Yes,
out
please,
there.
and spread this around, let people know, because a
Right.
lot of times the person that is scammed by this isn't one watching this program,
Okay.
but if they're a friend of a friend.
Exactly. All right. Well, be in touch. So thank you so much, Alan. Appreciate it. See you next week. And up next, Dave, we'll have a check of your